This one here is going to be a little bit of a messy area review. I have a backpack here. I'm in the process of kind of overhauling my office here, and I decided to stop halfway to review this backpack because I'm going to be taking it with me to CES, which starts tomorrow. So I didn't have time to clean the area because I'm kind of in the thick of things. So this actually I got from Lenovo, and it's called the Lenovo Select Targus 16-inch Mobile Elite Backpack. I think what it is it's just the Targus 16-inch Mobile Elite Backpack that has Lenovo branding on it. So I think if you get it directly from Targus, it'll be basically exactly the same. But let's have a look at it here. It's a pretty big backpack, kind of a little bit more rugged than some that you can get out there. Kind of something in between what you'd see for like a true, kind of rugged travel backpack, and then also, the laptop purposes. So let's have a look at it here. Back here, they've got the straps here. These are quite nice, very thick actually. I'm actually going to bring in another Lenovo one. I might do a little bit of a comparison with another Lenovo backpack that I have here. This is the, what was this one called? I can't remember what this one was called. I have a full review of it too. I've only used it a few times, but it's pretty good. It's just a little weird on the inside. It has a lot of like compartments. Might not be great for CES for me, so I got this one. The bands here are nice and thick, to be honest. Well braided there. Nice thick bands, so this should be really comfortable. You can see that there. It's got some hooky things, so you can hook various things on there, which is nice. Yeah, adjustable. No strap across there. It does have the luggage thingy, so you can put your luggage through there. The actual back of the backpack here looks pretty good. So we have like kind of an empty zone here. There still is padding in there. This is where your spine is going to go. And then it does have quite thick pads there on either side of your shoulder blades, which is nice. The Lenovo one has kind of like a, just straight back, which is fine, to be honest. This is nicer, I guess, for my shape, because that'll sit nice on my back if I have a lot of weight there. And then, of course, it does have the lower back support there. No zippers or anything in here, but that'll be nice too. It'll sit there on your lower back. And then that'll put a little bit more weight on the actual shoulder blades. That's good overall. Nice soft material inside. This is a fairly rugged material. Looks like it's probably fairly breathable, but it looks fairly rugged at the same time. Right side here, or I guess that is the right side. Yep, we have our first pocket. We have a little band here. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, but I guess you could put something in there. Let's open this up here. So it's got that strange kind of, very similar to the armor one over there, but it's a little bit bigger on this one. So you can see that there. This would probably be okay for like a bottle. I just have like a spray can kind of thing here. Yeah, that's going to be a little big, but I think it'll actually fit. Yeah, looks like screen cleaners. You can get like a full can of like spray can. Left side, identical, so you can get 2 spray cans there. That looks good. We'll explore the front here. So we have our front zip here. Just a standard pocket there. Big enough, nothing massive. If you have like a phone, I wouldn't put a phone in a pocket like this, but yeah, it's about as tall as a Pixel 6. Just about get that without the case on it, and about as wide as well. So that's decently sized, probably just for some accessories, some basic stuff there. The zippers on this are very rugged, by the way. It's a Targus backpack, so I mean they kind of focus not just on aesthetics, they also have like rugged style backpacks for like being used. So anticipate that it's going to be anticipated there would be like a pretty rugged backpack overall, and this like pretty industrial kind of zipper is definitely presenting that. The overall material is also very thick too, so if you put a lot of stress on it, hold on there, the stitching is very strong. This material is very strong, so you're not going to get like just random tearing. I highly doubt it. You probably need to use this for years before you'd start to get any breakdown. Inside there we get a little quality control thing. We get our little keys thing. This is decently sized here. Let's see what we can put in there. So I have this. This is a boxed power brick from Anchor that I haven't reviewed yet, but that's actually pretty big too. So it's got, these pockets are big, like you can see how much it comes out there. So if you put a lot of stuff in there and then zip it up, you probably get a decent amount of room. This is like a LED thing. I'm putting this in because it's wide. Right, and you get a little bit of bulge, but as long as you can close the zipper. Yeah. pretty good, actually. And then you could probably put a little bit more in there, but this would be a little stressed at that point, but that's fine. Let's see what this is here. Yeah, that's kind of your accessories. So you can put some accessories in there, you know, mouse and keyboard kind of stuff there. You can put your mouse in there, your charging cables. What I'll probably use this for is just all my charging cables. A lot of zippers, obviously. What's this one like inside? So that's the primary compartment there. That's like just wide open. This is the reason that I kind of got this one over the Lenovo there. The Lenovo there has lots of compartments. It's good, but the inside has multiple compartments. You can see there's the center, and there's like that, and it's split. And I'm going to be traveling, so I need to put probably a little bit of clothing, obviously, in something like this. So this one would be good if I was just taking like a lot of accessories and stuff like that, and I had a carry-on. Because I'm not going to be taking a carry-on, I want to have something like this that has a nice big open bottom. You can see that there. We even have this in here, and even with this in here, it's going to actually give us a lot of room. I'm going to take this out for a sec, just so you can see it in its natural state. And you can see there that's pretty big there. And then this is a very large compartment here. You can see that there, very large. Little pockets for, you know, some accessories here. That's a really small pocket, like tiny, like a USB or something. That's deep, you can see there. Pens, I guess, go in there, and that's another deep one there. So, you know, mice can go in there. There's another zipper. What's this one? That's a full, like, hand width down there. Okay, I have a couple different size laptops that I went and scrounged up. So this is the Corsair that I've been reviewing recently. It's a 16-inch laptop, but it actually has a little more height than some laptops I'm used to. Let's put this in there. It's fairly thin, but it's got some height to it. So, you know, obviously that's going to fit in there. Main compartment if need be. Technically there's a laptop compartment back there, but let's just see. Yeah, lots of room in there, as you can see. Even with this extra wide, kind of deep laptop in there, totally fine. Obviously you can get tablets and stuff in there now. This is a case. This is a case that's kind of designed for the Lenovo Legion. So if you have a Lenovo Legion, I don't have one on me right now, 16-inch, that's literally the size of it. So your 16-inch Lenovo Legion, will it fit in here? Let's get that out of there. Yes, so your Lenovo Legion will also just fit in that primary compartment right there. You have to kind of tuck it in to get it over these corners, but it does work just fine. I would put it in the back though, so we'll see that in a second. So overall, that's good. So let's get in here. Oh, this is a nice handle here too. So this is leathery. I don't know if it's real leather, probably not, but it's got a little structure in there, and then that handle is quite nice. So, you know, this is all done up. It's a very firm and, you know, very firm feeling backpack. The material is like kind of thicker, so it's not like elegant, but definitely sturdy. And then the back compartment, oh, there's even more. So there's like two in here. So you get another divide in here, right? So let's put the two laptops in here. Technically, this is a laptop. The big boy. That actually fits perfectly too. With the case, it might be a little suspect, but it works just fine. This is technically the fill-in for my Lenovo Legion. Yeah, like the width of it, probably you couldn't get two laptops, but the height and all that is fine. So if we had that out, this is basically the exact dimensions of a Lenovo Legion on top of the case, because there'd be a Legion inside. So a naked Lenovo Legion would fit just fine, and a cased Lenovo Legion would fit just fine. That's very good. You could put that in there without issues, but here's a ThinkPad, 14-inch ThinkPad. Right, this should fit in there. Perfect. No stress. And I'm back from CES 2024. See, I have my CES badge here. And all I took with me on my trip to Las Vegas for several days was this backpack here. It did the trick. So, you know, I had these sides here, which I could put in my large Anker charger. I would put these in here. And then what I would do is basically just hook up a wire if needed. And I could plug in things like that and have it charging while I was walking. Tons of extra room. I had all kinds of stuff in these other sides here, like bunches. I had bunches of SSDs and that in the side over here. So that was great. You know, I could put those in there, close them up. So I had all my storage with me. I took like quite literally everything with me, especially on the last day, because the last day I went to CES and then I basically flew out that evening. So I didn't even go back to my hotel. I had everything in here. I had enough room down here for, pairs of socks, underwear, a pair of pants, and extra shirt down there, and a couple extra shirts down there. They're still in there actually, down there. And I had room for, tripods. I had room for, all my extra stuff. I had room for my 3DS, which I brought with me. Obviously things like deodorant. I had, extra accessories. This was in here. I had my laptop in the back here and a book that I had in there that was full. And I actually ended up with extra room. So once I was, completely full, I took a few things out. I had some stuff down here. Took a few things out already. But once I was full up here, I actually had a ton of extra room up here. I had probably, I don't know what that would be like. Basically, 5 inches or so, or 6 inches from the top there of just empty volume there for extra space. This thing has been fantastic, to be honest. It's very rugged. It didn't get any wear or tear during that. I mean, I was wearing it for like a couple days, airports, it was being banged around, thrown around, and it did its job, but it's actually very voluminous. And despite being voluminous, it doesn't feel bulky. Like it's a fairly big backpack. So when it's on, I mean, there's definitely some size on your back, but it didn't feel uncomfortable or heavy. I was walking for like 8 to 10 hours with this thing on. I'd get in there at probably 9 in the morning, and I'd be going for probably till 7 o'clock p.m. or so each day with this thing on my back, loaded full of stuff, and it didn't get super over uncomfortable. I mean, eventually you get a little bit tired, but I mean, it is what it is. And there was tons of room here. So I'm very impressed with this backpack here. They actually had it at the Targus display there. They had this model there, so I actually walked up with the Targus backpack and showed them. I was like, hey, look what I have. But yeah, this thing has been fantastic. I actually really, really like this backpack. This is probably going to become my kind of day-to-day backpack from now on. It was very impressive in terms of how it held up, how much volume you can put in this logically. You're not just packing stuff into it. I was able to sit down, when I went to the Lenovo stand, I had a full setup. I was in that room with the kind of private room with Lenovo. I sat down and, I was able to get out each thing very, very easily, very quickly. Everything was super accessible, set that up. But there was a few times where I would go to someone's booth, on the exhibition floors, and, those were crazy. A lot of those places. So I don't have time to sit down and take my time. So I just have a few things in here, pull them out and start recording or whatever. And it was perfect. So this thing was fantastic. This is a very good backpack. If you're looking for something that's, bigger, not gigantic, but bigger, and the price on it is actually very compelling for what it is. So I really like this Targus backpack here. I'm going to highly recommend this one. This is going to become my daily backpack. I do have a thin, urban backpack that I use for if I'm just going to a coffee shop, because it's just a thin little tiny backpack. You can't get much in it. But for actually going places, this is going to be my new backpack. Fantastic. I'm very, very happy with this backpack.